Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us. For this bonus video I'm going to be doing something a bit crazy. I'm literally going to be opening a sealed Generation 1 carded figure. There's two stories behind this. One of them is quite amusing. The first is a bit of a background on why I'm going to be doing this. One of my new subscribers, and a guy I've just started chatting to quite a lot, Magnum Prime, he started chatting to me about Generation 1 figures, and he wasn't collecting Generation 1. He was around when he had them when he was a kid. He was around obviously when they were there, but since being an adult he's only collected masterpieces and third parties. But since finding my channel, I've rekindled his love for Generation 1 figures, and one of the first purchases he found was a gold carded Swindle that was completely battered up. He's got his own YouTube, you can see this, he's made his own, so have a look at his channel as well please, Magnum Prime. And yeah, basically what he did was he opened a sealed figure. So I know this isn't the first time it's ever been done, but I watched that and I thought, you know what, that's an absolutely brilliant idea. I'd love to do that. So at that very point in time, I went on the internet and I looked for some of the gold carded figures that were all a bit damaged, because some of them do come damaged, some of them come cracked, some come, you know, just in a right state. And I was watching this one particular one and then I went back on and it had gone. And long story short, but here we go. Hi Russ, one for you to open. Merry Christmas, cheers, Magnum Prime. And then lo and behold, this figure was this one here, this gold carded Groove. Now this is where it's a little bit funny and a little bit crazy, because you probably remember the unboxing that I did a few days ago now, maybe 10 days ago, and I unboxed loads of gold carded figures like this, and obviously a couple of them were for myself, but the rest were for everybody else. And the long and short of it was, this particular gold carded Groove was going to collect a friend of mine called Graham, and it went all the way up there. And then a couple of days after I'd sent it off, he sent me a picture saying he's really sorry to show me, but the bubble was actually cracked, as you can see right there. So the bubble was actually cracked, and obviously I was like, oh, devastated. But we checked with the post and all that sort of stuff. Luckily it was covered, so that was sorted. And then funnily enough, he put it on eBay to sell, and he sold it, as irony would actually have, to Magnum Prime, to this guy here. And then I was literally chatting to him one Sunday and I says, what an amazing idea that was of you to do that. So I said, I really want to do one now. I've just been scouring and can't find one. And he said, and I mentioned this figure. I said I was going to get that Groove. And he said, well, would you believe it? He went and brought it. He brought it himself. And then as a completely gesture of goodwill, absolutely, you know, how nice is that? He said, well, you can have it. So he sent me this, bless him. I mean, how nice is that? That again just proves what a nice Transformers community that we have got. Yeah, and of course the long and short of it is, they came from Spain to me. I unpackaged them. I posted it to Graham. Graham sold it. He posted it to Magnum Prime, and then Magnum Prime sent it all the way back to me. So it's done a nice round trip. And I think the only people who've really benefited is Royal Mail due to all the postage, and of course me. I'm not only joking. I'm very, very, very grateful. I've offered him money and everything for it, but he won't accept it. So absolute stellar bloke, thank you very much for this. And I'm going to do exactly now what I said I was going to do. So I take no credit for the idea was his, and I suppose I should also take no credit from the figure because he sent it me as well. So this is, when you gold, it's your Spanish version, and as you can see it's very, very yellow. I'm just hoping, fingers crossed now, that the figure inside, it looks, is still all white. And yeah, that's what happened. So this actually, it can happen in transit, but it can also happen, the sun faded. I did a video on sun damage. It can actually damage bubbles. It makes them a lot more brittle. So it makes plastic really brittle. So really be aware of sun damage. So let's have a look at this guy then. Let's have a look at Groove. And then what I'm going to do as well, at the very, very end, well, I'm going to do this video in a couple of parts. So in a second, once I've got him out, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to come back with him with the stickers on. And then there's a little bonus at the end, and again, as a big thank you to Magnum Prime, I'm going to take the one off my shelf that I'm going to be replacing this with, and I'm going to give the one on my shelf to my little boy, so we can see just how happy and just how excited and pleased he'll be with the fact of that. So especially Magnum Prime, if you're watching this, wait till the very, very end, because I'm going to do that. But there we go, look, unused sticker sheet, all baggied up. There's all his weapons. And there we have a mint as you're going to get Generation 1 groove. So because it was the later European edition, it's got the plastic chest, but look at the shine on the chrome. Look at that, beautiful. Yeah, so as I say, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to sticker him up, and then I'll come back in a second, and then I'll come back again at the very, very end with a picture, sorry, with a video of me giving the other one to my little boy. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much. Okay, so I've actually started to try and put the stickers on, and unfortunately it looks like the stickers have sort of perished. If you have a look, these are brand new stickers obviously, and already this one is peeling off here, and yeah, it looks like it's lost the sticker, the actual sticky bit, whereas this one is actually peeling in two. So unfortunately with age, sometimes the sticker sheet and the stickers don't last. So yeah, so I'm not having any joy with the stickers at all. But as I say, what I will be doing in a second is I'll be taking, in fact I'll do it now while we're on camera now. We'll pick this up, we're going to go over to where my, excuse the mess, it's always a mess in here. So I'm going to be taking this groove off the shelf here, and then when my little boy's back from school, I'm going to be giving him this so we can see his reaction. For those of you who don't know, or if you're new, he sometimes does some Toys-O-Bot reviews. And you know what, I'll let him stick one at the end of this as well. So I'm going to be giving that groove in a second. See, even I use the guidebooks as well still. Just wanted to make sure that I got the stickers all in the right place. Yeah, so again, thank you ever so much, Magnum Prime. Coming back at you, giving this to my little boy. Thank you. Okay, matey, so Daddy's got something special for you. So you know that in Daddy's bot room, he's got lots of robots, hasn't he? Yeah. And you know that you always want some of Daddy's robots, don't you? Yeah. Well, one of Daddy's friends, Magnum Prime, has done something very nice. And that now means that Daddy's got a spare robot. So, you can have the spare robot. Is that good? Yeah. Is that good? Yeah. Do you want to see your robot? Do you want to see it? Oh! Who's that? A motorbike. It's Motorbike. His name is Groove. His name is Groove. Okay. And you can make him as part of your Superior. Is that good? Because look what he does. You can transform him. If you see this head bit here, then he can be a foot to your Superior. And
he can be an arm.
He can if you do that.
He can be a punch arm.
He can be an arm if you turn him that way, but because it's a spare and we've got some weapons as well, so you've got some guns for him.
What do you say to Magnum Prime?
Thank you, Magnum Prime, for my new robot.
Good boy. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Magnum Prime. You've made somebody very happy. I'll tie up with the end of the video in 2 seconds, and I'll add the bit in the end. Thanks. So, just wrapping the video up. Once again, massive thank you to Magnum Prime. You've definitely made mine and my son's day. It was a shame that the stickers didn't stick on, but you know, sometimes things do perish, obviously, with age. And of course, as I say, you're not going to get a much mintier figure than that. So again, huge thank you to him for giving me the opportunity to do this. And again, it just highlights how nice a community that we all have here. So, wrapping things up for the final time with regarding to the opening of a still sealed Groove. There he is, sitting pride of place in my Combiner Wars. Not Combiner Wars, my Combiner shelf. And it really does highlight the sun damage on poor old Streetwise there now, doesn't it? But yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll be coming back to you with more showcases as usual.